All right, here we go, my friends, with another fantastic Revit tip for you. Okay, one of my clients contacted me, in fact, it was yesterday, and asked me how to export a schedule out of Revit and into Excel. Okay, and it doesn't matter the reason why he needs to do it. Maybe maybe he's giving it to someone who does not know how to use Revit and open the program and look at the schedules. Maybe it's someone who just wants to look at the data and analyze it and do some calculations. It doesn't matter really what the reason is. He just needed to know how to export a schedule out of Revit and into Excel or Google Sheets or other spreadsheet program. And I looked through my list of videos. I was going to point to one and say, hey, why don't you just watch this? I could not find one that shows exporting a schedule. And so here we are today. So let me share my screen and I'll show you how to export a schedule, any schedule you have in Revit, out and into a spreadsheet program. So here we go. Let me share my screen. And here's my face. All right. Okay, so here we go. Let's just talk. It really doesn't matter what the reason is, honestly. But for some reason, someone on your team or someone even outside your team, somebody that's working on the project that's not using Revit would like to have a schedule. Now you could send them the door schedule. Maybe they want to confirm all of the doors, their swing left and right. Maybe they want to confirm that all the details are correct. Maybe they want to confirm that the undercuts are correct, or maybe there's a vent in the certain doors for the mechanical rooms. Whatever, it doesn't really matter what the reason is. They just need it out of Revit and into Excel or a spreadsheet program. And so here's how you do it. I'm just going to show you right now. Right now. Okay, here we go. This is my little building, and on the first floor, I want to show you guys, I have made a little color plan that shows room usage. Okay, I've got the admin areas highlighted in red, and the circulation is in tan, and the private space and public space, okay? And even up on the second floor, I've delineated the open office as private and storage. So the person possibly needs to see the square footages of these different spaces to see if they're accurate or within the design intent for the project. Whatever, it doesn't matter. So I made a schedule that pulls all this data in. So my schedule, I just called room tally, okay, for lack of a better name. So here's the schedule on screen, okay? And the schedule shows the room usage for the circulation, the private spaces. It's got the room name here. It's got the room number, and I'm just gonna change that to all caps because you can. And here's the area. Okay, and so it's tabulating all the area of the first floor and all the area of the second floor and giving me a total. This is not a Revit tip on how to make schedules. This is a Revit tip on how to get this schedule out and into another program for someone else to look at. Okay, so here we go. If you want to export a schedule, you bring the schedule up on screen like it is right now. You're viewing the schedule, okay? And once it's on screen, then you do the following thing. You click in the top left corner, you click File, okay? And then Export, and you'll notice that Export a schedule is not in the list. But down at the bottom of this list is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things. It's down further, and there's a down arrow at the bottom. So if I hover over that down arrow, it scrolls down to reports, okay? And one of the reports is a schedule. When you click on that schedule button, it starts the process of exporting the one schedule that you have, okay, that opened. So I'm just gonna put it on my desktop, okay? Room tally is the name of it. And all I have to do is hit save. That's where I want it. Now it brings up this little dialog box. The defaults are good. Stick with them, okay? But let me explain what they are just so that you know. The title is called room tally, and I have the checkbox here for export the title. So the title is going to go with it. The column headers are room usage and name, number, area. That box is checked, so it's going to go. And if I had these grouped in any way, these other boxes are for exporting the group headers as well, okay? And blank lines and footers, it'll bring anything that I have checked with it. Now, the export options are the defaults out of Revit are the field delimiter is a tab, and the text qualifier, which is breaking each thing into separated columns, is the quotation mark, okay? Those are defaults in Revit, though we can do a drop down and change them. If you accept the defaults of tab and the exclamation points, not exclamation point, the quotation, those are the defaults for importing into Excel also, and into Google Sheets also. So if you just accept the defaults, you get exactly what your schedule looks like in Revit exported out. So I humbly suggest you just hit OK. Bink. Once you hit OK and you hear the word and you hear bink, and if it doesn't make that sound, you can make that sound bink yourself, okay? It puts that file, it's a text file, onto your computer, okay? And wherever you told it to go. And you would open Excel and import it. But for the people who are using Google Sheets, you have to upload that file into like your well, I'll do it right now. I'm going to go over to my Google Drive. Yeah, you have to, and I've got a little area called test area, but I don't have anything here. So what I want to do is say new file upload, okay? And I'm going to go to my desktop, desktop, there it is, room tally, and hit open. And what it does, it imports that file here into my Google Drive so I can use it in my spreadsheet. That's just an extra step if you're using Google Sheets. Otherwise, you would just open your spreadsheet in, a new spreadsheet in Excel. So here we go. I'm going to say new Google Sheets. So here we are, apples to apples. If you were in Excel, it would look like this. And if you are in Google Sheets, it looks like this, okay? Now, if you want to bring in that data into Google Sheets like this, you click on File, okay? And right here, Import. And then you go find the file. It's, wait for it. I've got it in my little area called test area. And there it is, room tally. And I hit select, okay? Now, what it's doing here, the defaults are here for the separator. See, it's detecting them automatically. I could switch it to tab because I happen to know it's tab, but I can just leave it on the defaults. In Excel, it's slightly different for bringing it in, and I'll tell you that in just a second. And this'll, if I leave this button here, it's going to replace this spreadsheet, this sheet, with the data, okay? And I'm going to hit import data. When I click that, it, wait for it, it imports the data. Wait for it. It's coming, I promise. Boom, there it is. Room tally. It has the capital number and area, just like I had. Now, you can get this to happen really fast in Excel. There's just a couple different buttons you'd have to check. In Excel, across the top is a button called Data, okay? You would click Data, and then the third button from the left says Import from a file. You'd click that, and then you'd pick the file, and it would bring it in just like we have right here. In Excel, you just have to hit OK, 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 like 3 times to accept the defaults. And then this happens. Boom, it brings it in. Just that simple. Now, if you've already got the data in here and you want to replace it, it will do that also. You just leave your cursor up here in A1, and it'll replace the data and overwrite the existing. But if you don't want it to come in there, you could bring it in wherever you want. I'm going to bring the same data into a different cell. Watch. Like F10. F10. There's F10. Okay. I can put my cursor in any location in an existing spreadsheet, and I can say File, Import. You'll see the same dialog. Oh, test area. Pick the file you want to bring in and hit select. And when this comes up, I'm going to switch it to this guy. Replace the data that's at the cell that is selected, the selected cell. Okay. And when I hit import, look what it does. It brings it in right there. So you can bring your data in to any cell you want on any sheet you have in Revit, in Excel or in Google Sheets. It's really straightforward, but I had to make a video to show you guys because some of you out there need to know how to get this data out. And so that's it. That's the simplest thing. If you need to get your data of a schedule out of Revit and into a spreadsheet program, that right there, my friends, is the process. Simple as that, okay? So I just wanted to show you guys how to do that. It is super straightforward. I know there's other programs that you could use that exports the data, you edit it and try to bring it back in. That's a whole different video, and that's actually kind of crazy, but that's using a separate program, and we're not going there. I just wanted to show you guys how to get your data, your schedule, out of Revit and into a spreadsheet program. All right. I sure hope that helps you guys. I really do. And it may come in handy for you to print up reports that are outside of Revit. Like if they have to be in a certain format, sometimes you have to get your data out. So that's it. All right. You guys have a fantastic day. Until we meet again, happy Reviting, and I'll talk to you again later. Okay, bye-bye.